We got a good one here today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me back it up. We're watching a random ranked twos game, and I think this happened within the last 2 days, 3 days maybe. And we're watching Turbopolsa with Salida, and this is NA US East to be exact, against Reticence and Snowf. So we got a pretty darn good lineup on our hands. Reticence is always top 100 in threes. Super good threes player. Salido is, I'm pretty sure he's been like rank A in six mans. He's always very highly rated in ones and twos. Don't know if he plays ranked threes at all. And then obviously we have Turbo. Oh, and Snowf. I don't know who Snowf is. I've seen his name before, but I don't know like anything about him. And then yeah, we got Turbo, which we're watching right now. We're gonna see what he's been up to. See how he's looking on the pitch, because I've been curious. I was like, damn, after all this G2 and Queso talk, like we're kind of forgetting about, an important team. And I commented on an apparently Jack poll the other day. It was like, he's back for daily uploads, and I was just thinking like, oh, that could be a goal. Oh, never mind. And I was thinking like, he asked, what are your 5 teams going into the spring major for EU and NA? And for my NA 5, I think I put in, or I did not put in Envy. I'm trying to remember if I put in Envy, but that had me thinking. I was like, wow, I literally have not. Oh, that was a good touch from Turtle. What the hell? And the toilet paper goal explosion, nothing more fitting. So looking good, 1-0 so far. Back to what I was saying though, it had me thinking about Envy. I was like, damn, this is my favorite team, and like it still really is. I should hang with my team or whatever. Don't be a bandwagon. Nice shot from Salido there. So yeah, I was thinking like, damn, I really missed that Turbo missed Atomic squad. Like they were so fun to watch when the passing got together. And now that Atomic's on like G2, it's just G2 is everything what I want Envy to be. So that's why I've been loving like watching them. I like Apps a ton. I've always loved Atomic when he's popping off. And just his play styles too. The passing play style much more interesting than the dribble play style in my opinion. And yeah. Oh, how'd this one go in real quick? So Turbo forced the flick. Salido. Salido tried to dribble, but Snuff just said, fuck you. And then that was a goal. But yeah, so Envy, and then they picked up Drees, the Drees for Atomic trade, and I just wish I could go back in time and just post all about how wrong everyone is that thinks Drees was the better pick for this. Because I swear, I knew when we lost Atomic on Envy that we were going to become a worse team. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just think that, like, people thought Drees was such a, like, great player, and I never really saw that. I never really saw him as, like, a game-changing player. I just thought Apps in Chicago were, like, good enough to play with him, if that makes sense. Because I remember, like, one of the pros saying, like, Atomic, when you put skill-wise Atomic versus Drees, like, Drees doesn't even compare to Atomic. Like, that's how different it was. I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So, when I saw this roster change, the first thing that went through my head, I was like, wow, this could be, like, bad, I guess. But, part of me thinks the reason this happened, though, was after the winter major, or I mean was it the fall major? Yeah, the fall major in Sweden or Switzerland, whatever it was. Boy, I already forget where it was. Anyways, yeah, after the fall major there, when Envy didn't even make it out of group stage into top 8, like, a lot of heads, including mine, was pointed at Atomic for maybe not playing the best, like whiffing like open saves, because I posted a video once on my page. It's somewhere on my YouTube. It's like, I forget what it's called, but it's like the worst whiffs I've ever seen, and like the whole video is just like me whiffing stuff, like some of my friends whiffing stuff, and then the final whiff of the video is Atomic like missing the most open save ever at the fall major. I was just like, yeah, that was flaw of me to do, but I just thought it was kind of funny. But look where he is now. He's a champion, and he was crowned MVP, rightfully so. And I don't think it was a smart move to just drop him. If that was the case, they thought he was like the X factor of our fall major, so therefore we're going to get rid of him since he didn't play up to our expectations. If that was the case, well, then that was just clearly the wrong choice. Look at him now. So yeah, nothing but respect for Atomic, though. Really incredible player. I hear great things from him from like seeing Chicago and other players talk about him, like just how cool he is in comms, just whatever, great player. And you love to see that. You love to see the people that were, doubted upon, maybe even hated on. You love to see them succeed. So shout out to the G2 boys once again. And Envy, on the other hand, with Drees, do you think we'll see a roster change? Do you think we'll see Drees go off the team? Do you think Turbo or Mist would ever be dropped? I highly doubt Mist would ever be dropped, but like maybe even Turbo. People could think he's just not good anymore, which I can't really see that. I think Turbo is still a very valid player. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's good at, and he sticks to that. I think it's more of like a playstyle thing, if anything, that makes Envy successful when they're the machine and they're passing the ball around, kind of like what G2 does. When they do that, that's when they become the unstoppable machine. So it's tough to say what should happen next. Maybe I don't know. Well, roster changes are going to be coming in these next 2 weeks. I think the deadline is, well, in 2 weeks, and we're going to see all these changes. I saw some people leak some changes, I won't say anything, but I saw some leaks, and I've seen nothing with Envy so far yet. I have ideas for it, but I've seen nothing official with Envy. But I have to think, after not making the Winter Major and being the huge org they are, that they're going to make changes, right? Comment below if you think they're going to make any changes, and if so, who would get dropped and who would get picked up. And just like that, the whole video has gone by, and it's 4-4 with 5 seconds left. So I apologize for just not even watching, but Turbo with the Cuxer pinch and the challenge, that was almost in, but he was back. Snowf was back. He would have saved it. Let's take a look at the end of this game. By the way, I like this car from Turbo. That's the decal from the tournament rewards, I believe. He's got the gold stones on and the gold rush. Turbo tries to pass it left to Salado, I thought, but maybe Salado didn't see that. Salado with the doubler. Turbo could have gone, but he didn't know Salado was getting the bump, because that's what just happened, I believe. Turbo gonna go back, get some boost, let Salado handle it, and then he'll be behind him. So he's gonna move up slowly. Salado big 50. Turbo should have a play here. Snow can get in the way. Dust Reticence. See if Salado's able to follow this up. He is, and with a load of space, this could be a goal. Good cut. He let Reticence, everyone get back, so it was kind of a slow play, but he still managed it to get it by Reticence. So that was pretty interesting right there. That's the problem with ones versus twos as well. Oh, that's a good play too. I'll talk about that in a sec, but let's see what Turbo did. Turbo just getting in front of the ball, gets a hit off the corner. Reticence isn't able to see that, and all Salado has to do is just shoot, right? But shoot it in a way that confuses the defender to make a tough save. And Salado does that by slow playing the shot and then putting it in. Notice how he still does it, and defender goes right by. Anyways, what I was gonna say real quick was the difference between ones and twos with that Salado play is in twos usually you want to be quick on the fast breaks in your 1v1 scenario. So maybe you should have popped it quicker, because I think if Reticence had a better challenge here, he that last flip, at the end, he wanted to use it to get back quicker, right? And it wasn't even all that bad because Reticence made Snowf hit the ball. But difference between ones and twos is all I was gonna say, was that twos, you got to be quicker with your 1v1 plays in transition, because obviously Reticence will get back and then he'll make you hit the ball and make you do something you don't want to do. Whereas ones, all you have is a defender in front of you. You can do whatever you want as long as the defender in front of you isn't challenging, obviously. And yeah, you can play the mind games and take your time on the 1v1. So yeah, little difference right there. Turbopolsa, ladies and gentlemen, and Team Envy, and G2, all hot topics of the video. Turbo looked good. Final scoreboards. Turbo looked good, but maybe not as good as Salado. Salado with almost a huge 1,000 point game, and Snow putting on a little performance too. But hey, score only means so much, right? Turbo still our boy. Can't wait to see Envy back in action this this spring split. And I'm excited to see who's going to be on what teams. All the roster changes going to be elite. I'll be doing videos on as many roster changes as I can possibly do. In the meantime, though, yeah, not that much. Love you all. Have a great night or day. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And yeah, peace.